Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Lynn, and today I'm going to show you not a recipe, but just an idea of something to make that's really simple in your Instant Pot if you have one. I use the Instant Pot a lot for beans, but one thing that I discovered a recipe and I read it and I decided to just show you how easy it is to make spaghetti in here, and it's a really simple thing to make. So I'm going to show you two different versions. I'm putting it on saute here, and I'm putting in about a teaspoon or so of olive oil. I'm going to put in some red onion. I had some bell pepper and a few mushrooms. I'm going to saute those for a few minutes. I really like the fact that the Instant Pot has a saute feature on it. So I'm going to cut up a zucchini just into small pieces and add that. This would be the type of, I'm not going to call it a recipe, but a way to just one pot put in vegetables, some Boca Burger crumbles. We're going to put the sauce that you can buy very easily, and the pasta on top, turn it on, and then walk away. So I'm going to put in the zucchini, let that cook. I have a package of 16 ounces of whole grain spaghetti. You can get the spaghetti, regular spaghetti, or you can also get a thin spaghetti, which makes it even a little finer. So what I'm going to do while that's cooking is I'm just going to take half of it, which would be about 8 ounces for the recipe. I'm going to just break the long pieces into about thirds. And those will be all ready to add. I'm going to use today this Classico roasted garlic. This is 24 ounce. It's really simple. I got this at Winco, and it has a good, pretty low level of sodium in it. They have tomato and basil. If you didn't have one of those, you could very easily use, instead, I like the Muir Glen diced tomatoes and just a can of tomato paste. So those are good. So I'm going to add, now anything is optional. You add what you want. I'm going to add a half a bag of the Boca Burger crumbles. So that would be a cup and a half. I'm going to add the jar of tomato sauce, plus 2 cups of water. I'm going to put 1 cup of water and clean out the jar, get it all. Now I'm going to take the spaghetti and I'm just going to drop it. I like pickup sticks over the top. And I'm going to pour the rest of the water on top. Then I'm going to get my lid. Turning that off for a second. And then I'm going to turn it on manual, and I'm going to turn it on 8 minutes. So It will go for 8 minutes, and then we will just let it, I'll open the pressure and release, and then we'll stir it up, and it's really simple. The thing I like about this is you can just go away and leave it, and it has all the vegetables in it, and I'll show you how to serve it, and I'll show you another way to make it even simpler. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back, and I let the steam out, and then I waited 5 minutes or so, and when you cook pasta, one of the things about it is nice to make it al dente, which means it's not totally cooked to mush. So I want to show you how easy that was. Whoops. This is hot. That would be really nice with some of my almond topping, my seasoned almond topping for serving, which would be like Parmesan cheese. I keep it in a jar, and some fresh parsley. So this is a very simple way to make dinner, something that has a lot of nutrition in it, lots of fiber. And now I'm going to show you an even easier version and another way to do it also. So I have another container, my Instant Pot. I have another jar of the Classico tomato and basil. I have some dried shiitake mushrooms. So this one is the type of thing where it's no fresh ingredients. It's something that you might have just really simply, easily in the pantry. I get these shiitake mushrooms from Cash and Carry, and I keep them in a jar, and they're really, really nice to have. So I'm going to just skip the vegetables. I'm going to add in the container, the jar, about half a cup of the water. Get all the sauce out. I'm going to put my mushrooms in. Take the other, just cut these into thirds, and I just drop them as they fall. Do not stir it, just let it drop in there. Pour the rest of the water over the top. Put the lid on. I'm putting it on manual 8 minutes. So that one was really easy because all we had is the sauce, some mushrooms. If you don't have mushrooms, you don't need to use them, and the pasta. So that's going to cook 8 minutes, and I will be back and show you this one. Okay, I'm back, and I want to show you this just quick release from the pressure. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add to this 2 cups of fresh spinach. I really like having one of these containers from Winco, baby spinach, organic, to use and to add to things. So I'm going to stir that into the spaghetti mixture and then put the lid back on, so when it sits for 5 minutes, all of that will be wilted, and you'll have really nice fresh spinach that is wilted in there. So while waiting for that, I want to show you some different options. These jars have so much flavor. If you want to add more Italian seasoning, fresh garlic, Any other type of seasoning that you want, it's up to you. Sometimes there are all different types of seasonings at the very end that it's nice to add. I like this herb seasoned salt. You could use Spike. You could use this one, Table Tasty, which is a no salt one that you can get. Whatever you like. The other thing is you could add at the end any kind of beans. The garbanzo beans are a really nice thing to add add more fiber, more protein. And the other thing I like to add sometimes is artichoke hearts. So I also had some frozen of these Gardein meatballs. So those would be something really simple. So I thought I would show you. Okay, so it's built up some pressure. So now I'm gonna wait for it to be able to open. There. I think this is a really nice way to not have to think about cooking the pasta on the stove, and you can create a really nice meal. Let's put the meatballs on it. Add a little bit of my seasoned almond topping and a little bit of parsley. So there you have it. It's not in my book. I just kind of made it up. I have it written down for you. But the sky's the limit of how you could do it. And it's a really nice, convenient way to make a very fast, simple things you could have in your pantry. You can do it all without any fresh things. If someone comes over and you don't know what you're gonna fix, you can always do something like this. So if you have the spaghetti, this is Winco, in your pantry, some of these, it's really easy thing to pull together. So happy cooking. Bye-bye.